if you want to be paired with me, you probably want to join in right at 6.
Wait a minute, what? What are you talking about?
With Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh no, I know the live stream. But for some reason, I'm not seeing it right here.
It'll start up soon.
Guess I'll just have to trust the word for it.
Yeah, it'll start because I started it for my software. Then it takes a little bit of time to encode, and we are live. What's up, everyone? I see some people in the chat already. We got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe here. We got people starting to fill in, so I'm gonna join in right at 6, guys. So if you want to be paired with me, you need to make sure that you join in right at 6. We're gonna be racing for either 24 races or an hour and a half, and whoever has the most points at that pretty much gets the eShop gift card. Doesn't matter where you live too, so you could be anywhere and you will get that gift card. So good luck to all the racers, but we do have a cast that's already in here. We have let's see, Sean Sweeney's here. What's up, Sean?
How you doing, OJ?
Doing good, doing good. We have Burrito here. What's up?
What's up? I'm gonna lose. Hey.
And he's not confident at all. And we also have John Turner here as well.
Nice to see all of you again.
Definitely, it's always good to be here. And Princess Peach is the best, so I'm picking Princess Peach like always.
No, it's Wario. Yeah, Wario's the best.
Are you serious?
I thought Waluigi was the best.
Nope, Wario all the way.
I think you guys plan this. Whenever I say something like this, you guys pick characters that I absolutely hate.
You know, actually, I was gonna be Yoshi, but now to spite you, I'm gonna be Wario.
I absolutely hate. Well, Yoshi's cool. Yoshi's cool. I mean, I hate Yoshi in Smash Brothers, but he's a stupid looking character too. Yoshi's a very dumb looking character, but he's not as bad as like Wario and Waluigi. Those are the two worst, man. Like, gosh,
Give some pep talk to all of you. May the best racer win.
May the best racer win. What's up, Swaggy Ninja? Nintendo Ultra. What's up, Ultra?
Animation.
Ultra, if you want to get
X and Zelda. Oh my gosh. And Rukia Kukichi's husbando Kevin Jones. We got quite a bit of people in here tonight.
Nice.
That's cool.
I need to
Natasha, how very nice of you to greet me like that.
I need to turn on the volume on the TV.
Here too.
Ultra, if you want to get in on the race, Nintendo Ultra, let me know, and I'll send you the code. I'll send you the code via Twitter.
And as they say in the racing business, gentlemen, start your engines!
Oh, are you serious? I just got a communication error.
What?
Nice.
On your own stream?
On my own stream, I got a communication error. Nice, Nintendo. Nice one.
Online still is a little bit shaky, huh?
Yeah, it's still a little bit shaky.
I thought they were gonna have it ironed out by now. Oh well, as long as it's not as bad as the Wii U's was.
Alright.
Oh, I see the communication error right now.
It's okay. We have multiple groups, it appears, so.
Yeah. I'm actually on a separate group than what Sony's on.
This one, guys, if you want to get in on the code, this one is a prized eShop tournament. So you have to be this is for Patreon backers only. If you want to join in, let me know. And the Patreon is in the below. But I mean, it would be tough for you to get all signed up and get going right now. But yeah, this is for Patreon backers only. I mean, I actually made multiple announcements of that, but it's all good. I know not everyone watches every single one of my videos. So all right, let's do this. If you are a Patreon backer and you want to get in on this, go on the Patreon page. I made a post and it has the Discord voice chat, and it also has the link, and it has the code there. So if you're already a Patreon backer, then then you should know the code, or you should have access to the code on the Patreon page. Now this one's a prize tournament. This is not just the regular one, so this is kind of like my thank you to all the Patreon backers, giving them this tournament here and a chance to win a $10 eShop card. And my red shell just... Are you serious? Oh, okay, I'm getting hit with a million green shells. Oh. Oh no. Yes, okay, I'm gonna get hit with red shells.
I'm trying to get communication.
Well, we're all evened up. Alright, I'm racing really bad. I'm acting like I don't even know the track.
Hopefully when I get my Switch, I won't get any communication errors like that. Although if I do, don't fault it my own, that's just how it is.
Happens.
What causes these communication errors anyway?
I don't know. I don't know what causes them.
That sounds like a spawn wave question.
Yeah, I know. Spawn Wave would probably know that. Well, if you take apart the Nintendo Switch, if we take apart, maybe we can find out and fix the communication error. Dude's always taking apart stuff.
It was funny, I actually followed his video to take apart a Joy-Con because I wanted to see if my Joy-Con had a connectivity issue because it was lagging at some point.
Yeah.
So I took the entire thing apart. I have no experience with taking or reassembling ribbon cables, and it took me an hour to put it all back together. Like,
Nice. That's good. He actually taught you something.
yeah.
It's good.
Speaking of which, this Saturday, I'm planning on taking myself up to the Nintendo World Store at Rockefeller Plaza in New York City. I haven't been there in a long time, and I wanted to check it out.
Let me see. NWO Sniper, if you got the... that's interesting. Oh, so I guess... that's interesting. Oh, maybe because, yeah, they saw the... Okay, yeah, I could see why. I could see what's going on. Never mind.
Maybe when I go to the Nintendo World Store on Saturday, I'll take a couple of pictures and I'll see if I can find a way to share them with you guys, but I don't know how that can be done.
NWO, if you want to get back in since you were already in, dude, go ahead and get back in. You just won't be able to actually win the gift card. That'll just be for one of the Patreon backers. But since you were already racing, dude, like that's kind of messed up for me to say, oh no, you have to get out. No, you don't have to back out, dude. Just you can come back in if you want to, and you just won't be eligible to win the card though. Wait, what did someone say right now? I wasn't paying attention. Did someone say something? Alright, never mind.
Well, it was probably me.
What'd you say?
I was probably talking... It was me who was talking about going to the Nintendo World Store in New York City this Saturday.
Oh, you're gonna go to the Nintendo World Store?
And I was just thinking about checking it out right there, because even though I had been there before, I haven't been there since, and I was actually curious to see if they've updated anything since the last time I went there.
I've never been, so I don't know why they don't have one in California. They should have one in California.
I think I'll try to take a couple of video or pictures of it, and then I'll try to upload it to my YouTube channel so that you guys can get an idea about what the store is like inside.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it plenty of times. What's that dude? CND was doing that thing where he was like camping out, like be like the first person to get a Switch, and like
Oh my gosh.
he had multiple videos of inside the store, and I mean I've seen over the years I've seen just random videos. There's a guy named like Kirby something on YouTube. He uploads videos all the time of him going inside the Nintendo World Store for stuff, and like whenever they have like tournaments and things like that. So I mean I've seen inside a number of times. I've just never been inside myself, or like been in there. I've never been to New York.
Well, that certainly is understandable because you come from the California region. Whereas with me, it's only about an hour and a half ride via train and walking, of course.
A lot of my friends have been to New York, though. Like, a lot of people in California have been to New York. There's been quite a number of my friends that have made visits to New York. I've just never been.
Oh, hello there. It looks like we've got another person who's contributed. Thanks to Aquamaster for providing us with a $10 thing.
Nice. I'll read his comment in just a second, Aquamaster. I appreciate the donation.
And she says, "Hey OJ, I've been following you since December. Love your content. Here's a donation for you. By the way, if Smash comes to the Switch, I want to play my Zelda against your Sheik."
Okay. Let me see here. Okay, well, you already read the comment, so. Next time, let me read it. No, next time.
I'm not playing with you guys. There's very little else I can do. I mean, I am moderator after all.
Yeah, no problem. Next time, let me read it since she's donating to me. So, I mean, she might want to hear from me. So, let me read it next time. But thank you. I do appreciate that. But yes, Aquamaster. Yes, I don't know if you're a boy or a girl. John pretty much said you're a girl. I'm not sure if you are. Either way, it doesn't matter. But yes, I'd be more than happy to play against you. If you want to play against me in Smash on the Wii U, please let me know. I'll be doing we'll probably have Smash Brothers on Monday or Friday, one of those two. Maybe Monday or Friday, one of those two. We'll have Smash Brothers, and we can definitely play. So if you follow me on Twitter and send me your Wii U ID. Just tag me and send me your Wii U ID, and we can definitely play. I really, really do appreciate the $10 donation there. That's really nice of you. Shout outs for that, Aquamaster. And thanks, John, for reading the comment. I appreciate that, dude.
No problem. I also want to send a little message to a certain Mixman Miles who said that I talk autistic. For your information, I am autistic, yes, but I am a high-functioning one, an Asperger's syndrome kind. However, that is no excuse to make such disrespectful comments about the way I talk. That's just who I am, and please do not be rude about it, okay?
Yeah, yeah, guys, we gotta chill with stuff like that in the chat, please. You know.
I can only take so much of being made fun of because of the sound of my voice. I can't help it if this is the way I talk.
Well,
I mean, how would you like it if somebody made fun of you for the way you talked, or of how your voice sounded?
Some people talk like that even without, you know, without autism though. I'm pretty sure that, like, the other day somebody said that you kind of talk like Street Pass Princeton, and he has a very similar higher pitched voice like yours, and I don't think he's autistic at all. So, you know.
Well, actually, I don't think my high-pitched voice has anything to do with me being autistic either. It's probably just something I was born with.
Exactly, and that's what I was talking about, like with Street Pass Princeton. You know, he has a very high-pitched voice as well. Like, you guys kind of sound similar. You know, I think the other day a viewer mentioned that, which. So yeah, it's not a big deal. Just relax.
Yeah, I definitely will try not to take it too personally. Although, for your information, sometimes I have on occasion done a couple of different vocal voices. I mean, like for instance, Belle, are you happy here with me? Recognize that?
No, what is that from?
That's the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched Beauty and the Beast in a while. See, like, Sweetie and Burrito, they're trying to win this gift card. That's what they're doing.
Looks like
I'm doing terrible. You know, I'm
trying. I've been booted like 4 times out of lot, and I just fall off the track. This is not going great for me right now.
Oh, you know what? That's why I was like, you know what? We need to make sure it's an hour and a half. We need to make sure that we have. Make sure we have 20.
We have another person here in the voice chat. Magic Tech Review YT.
Hey, Magic Tech, what's up, man?
Not answering. I wonder what's.
I'm getting absolutely destroyed. I went from the last stretch. I went from second place to 8th in the last stretch.
Hey, I came last.
Thank you for the compliment, John Bacantin. That's really nice of you. You too, Bad Elf.
Yo, I'm here.
What's up, Magic Tech?
Hey, Hey, LJ, what's up, dude? I
How-
watch your videos all the time, man.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I just hit 9K myself, dude.
Con-
Tonight, 9,000.
Congratulations, man. I try to make sure I retweet your videos when I can.
Hey, I've been having this weird thing that people, I don't know why they want to see me drink a beer, but literally, like, people are donating like $10 to drink a beer on
Free-
live stream.
no-
So I'm like, whatever.
No, hey,
Fine.
hey, you know what? That works for, there's a guy that I watch on, Twitch. His name is Hugo Hugs. He's a professional Smash Brothers player, and people give him money all the time to drink, certain beers, and I think one time he shaved his legs. People, people donated to watch him. He baked a cake one time, too, so, I mean, he did all sorts of
I love
stuff.
cake.
Hey, anything for a buck, right?
Yeah, he's a professional.
Yeah, well, my channel's for my mute autistic son, you know that. So literally all the profits going to him. So
Nice.
shit, 6-pack of beer, Miller High Life. Oh, it cost me $5, and I've made like $50 off that 1 6-pack. So I do like 2. That's it.
That's good, man. You gotta do what you do for your son. I know pretty much back when my website was around, pretty much everything that I was making off my website was just going to my daughter's college fund. So
I love the rain in this stage right here. The raindrops here look so beautiful. They look so amazing. Even on Wii U, this looked really cool. The way the raindrops.
the game looked amazing. It still looks great on Wii U. And
Yeah, it
this
does.
just looks better.
Hopefully I'll be able to see for myself how dramatically improved it is on the Switch, although honestly, it looked great already. I don't know how it could really step it up, but I'll be happy to be proven wrong.
It looks. It's just the resolution's higher. I mean, there's no model changes or anything like that. It's just the resolution's. It's higher. That's it.
Well,
So
they're also using a different architecture this time around.
no, that really doesn't play a part into how the game looks. It's a port of the Wii U game. It's definitely the original assets from the Wii U game. It's everything's from the Wii U game. The architecture, I mean, that's only on the development side. If it's easier for them to port or whatever the case was, but as far as the looks of the game, it's still a Wii U game. But it's just the resolution's higher, so it's going to look sharper. That's really all it is. There's no model changes, or it's not really using like the Nintendo Switch's power to make it look so much better. It's just, you know, the power does give the ability to be able to render at a high frame rate and also have the 1080p. Whereas I don't think on Wii U they could have ran it in 1080p 60 frames per second. And
I think on Wii U they had it at 720p 60 frames per second, didn't they?
Yeah.
I was 30 frames, wasn't it?
No, Wii U it was Wii U it was to be technically accurate. It was 59 frames per second at 720p.
Okay.
Still pretty darn close, though.
And
Little John threw his Wii U in the toilet, man. His gamepad, bro.
Oh,
Nintendo's actually fixing it for free. I played the case with him, yo. I was like, I called Nintendo and I was like, yo, guys, come on. You know, he's mute autistic and all this other, you know what I'm saying? I mean, true stuff, and I was telling the little sappy story, and they actually like, yeah, we'll fix it for free. Just go ahead and send it.
oh, that was very nice of Nintendo.
Still, that sounds like a very extreme thing to do.
What do you mean?
It came in third.
I mean, he
Nice.
threw it into the toilet. I mean, that sounds like a pretty, it's disgusting, in my opinion.
He's a kid.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know why he's severely autistic. He doesn't talk. He's 7 years old.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Wow, it sounds like that this autistic person is basically on the lower end of the spectrum. Autism isn't just something that applies to one style. There's multiple forms of it. Mine is a high-functioning kind in that I can talk very well, and I generally get around very well, and I can generally make friends. But it took a lot of work. It sounds like that you're. It sounds like that you're.
Hold up, real quick, Sweeney. Are you in the what lobby are you in, Sweeney?
I'm in a second lobby with 3 people total.
What- well, might be easy points.
Hey, it's not my fault Nintendo booted me out.
Yeah, like I said, I give.
Well, let me say, the first race I came in fifth, the second race I came in eighth. I just came in first. All right. So
Okay.
It's not all easy points.
Not all easy points. Then, hey.
The people I'm playing against are pretty good right now.
Oh, okay. And I put hard CPUs, so it's not like, I mean, they're not great, but they'll put up a little. You know, they'll race a bit. So.
Oh, the computers you had on hard?
Yeah, they're on hard.
Yeah, they hit me with about like 5 red shirts at one point. It was great.
Yeah, so I mean,
And of course, I was on Rainbow Road and I fell off the track. Like
I don't care what anybody says. I know Rainbow Road was voted the most favorite like track. I hate Rainbow Road. I hate the new Rainbow Road for this game. I don't like it. I fall off. I can't drift. I'm terrible. But I'm just bad at this game in general. So yeah, whatever.
I actually like the new Rainbow Road.
I know everyone does. Everyone likes it, but me. I'm the only one who doesn't like it.
Everybody has their own likes and dislikes.
Everyone likes Rainbow Road but me. I mean, it was voted the best course by the Mario Kart fans. So I mean, I think it looks good.
I think it's just because Rainbow Road is always like usually like the best one for each iteration.
I like my favorite track here is like I like Mount Wario.
That's one of my favorites too. I really do like the long 1 lap races.
Yeah, those are cool. I also like.
I love the minecart stage too in Mine Wario, but I also love the one where you go down the hill on that big snowy mountain. That's one of my favorites.
That's Mount Wario.
Not?
That's
I
Mount.
forgot what the name of that stage
Yeah,
was.
Mount Wario. Mount Wario.
But I think Wario's stage is pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, he also has Wario's gold mine too. That's another stage that's in there. That's also good. There's Mount Wario, that's from Mario Kart 8, and then there's also Wario's gold mine, which is from the Wii version. And both of them are in this game. And then there's also one more from Wario, isn't there? There's like another like dirt biking one that's a Wario stage, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. That's from the DS, I believe.
Okay, yeah. So much Wario.
I really do miss the one that was on Double Dash.
Yeah, that would Grumble. Is it? Wait, which one? No. You're talking about the Wario stage.
Yeah, the war. It was like it was kind of like a circus bike theme. It was longer and it was only 2 laps.
Yeah, and you said the one from the Wii, right? Or no, the Double Dash.
Yeah, it was Double Dash.
Okay, yeah, that one. You know what would be great, man, if Nintendo had like seriously just like I want the ultimate Mario Kart game where it's just like you buy the game and they just every like year they just put out a pack. You know, like, and they just put out content, and it's like maybe they repackage it for like $39.99 or whatever the case they want to do it. But or they just release the DLC pack that where it just has like 5 or 4 races from just different Mario Kart tracks until they're done with the whole thing. I swear, Mario Kart could almost be its own like thing, like its own platform, to where every year we're just
very interesting. That would be very interesting to see.
I would love it. I would buy it every year. I would buy it every year. I would buy it every single time they release a new pack.
Do you know one thing I wish it's not in the game, it's making me triggered, is the double items, because it's literally impossible to get first. Literally impossible.
So it's a double-edged...
I'm sorry, Bria, but from experience, no, it is possible.
No, not when you're Wario.
It's a double-edged sword, right? Because like you could get 2 items and they're good and you're in first place, and you have like super defense. But then you could also get 2 items and you get like double coins or something like that.
But you get crap when you're in first, so there's like no reason. Like,
I do feel like though every time I'm in first, the person in second always gets 3 red shells.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single time. And
guys,
I'm stuck with 1 green shell and a coin.
Guys, if you want to join, this is for Patreon backers only. So if you're part of the Patreon, then you can join in. This is a $10 eShop tournament for them. This is not where everyone just joins in, guys. I know I've made that clear multiple times, but that's okay. I'll say it again. It's for the Patreon backers. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm not giving out the code. I've had multiple tournaments, pretty much that's for everyone. But this one's for the Patreon backers. So yeah. And my alarm's going off.
Sorry,
Hello.
that was my son.
Sounds like your daughter here.
Hey, OJ, who else do you plan to like collaborate with, man, in the future? Quite a few now.
Yeah. I'll be having assignments for all of you guys to where we can take turns and as far as like my player lessons across Nintendo. So I mean, you can come on and I just contacted Jamie Butterworth, who used to be a YouTuber. He's not anymore, but he's willing to talk on like my live streams and stuff. So I'm going to be doing some stuff with him. I also have another guy that's going to be coming on. But yeah, we're going to be doing. You know, I'm cool with collaborations and everything. Like, I don't really reach out too much to other YouTubers. But I rather, you know, get involved with you guys, like the community, you know, more than anything.
Yeah,
But
you're really fun to get involved with, in my opinion.
exactly. But I will also, I'll be on the Spawncast sometime in the next couple weeks before E3.
Spawncast. Isn't that done by Spawnwave or something?
Yeah, Spawnwave. Yeah, I'll be on that within the next. Whenever he does his E3 podcast, he wanted me to come on for that, so I'll be on that.
I don't suppose we're going to have any player essence events on the week of E3, though, given that you're going to be covering a lot of the stuff that goes on there.
Yeah, you know, this is the first year. I mean, Nintendo invited me to E3, so I could go, but I don't really feel like going, to be honest.
How far of a drive is that for you?
Huh?
How far of a drive is that for you?
It's really close. You guys would be upset that I'm not going. It's like
Well, if you don't want to go, you don't want to go.
it's like an hour. It's like an hour and like 15 minutes drive from my house.
Bro, you gotta go. What the hell?
I mean, I live outside of LA, so I mean, it's really close. It's not far at all. I just hate the traffic. I hate looking at all the smug faces of the other journalists there. Like, I just hate the other stuff that has to do with E3. I hate all the politics. I hate all the long waiting in line. I hate all the freaking IGN gets to go straight up there and they get like all this access, and then I'm just sitting there waiting. And then on top of that, like, they're inviting 15,000 of like the public, just general public there too. So now I'm even going to have to wait longer. So it's just like, that's the type of stuff that's just like, you know, I'm like, I can't stand about E3, you know, because it's like, I don't get anything done. Like,
It's way better to chill at home.
I love. Oh, Mount Warrior, we're gonna do that one. That's a cool stage.
It's way better
Hey,
to
have
chill
you
at
ever-
home for E3.
Have you ever been to the YouTube studio? I'm doing that when I reach 10K. So I got 1,000 to go. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the YouTube studio.
yeah, that's fine. Go 816. If you're already playing, that's fine. You just won't be eligible. I mean, I'll know who's eligible for the code because, you know, I can see the names and everything. So yeah. But yeah, this was supposed to be only for Patreon backers. But if you got in, that's cool. It's all good.
Jeremy Deuce here in the comments says this. So say what you will about this statement. Some Xbox fans said the biggest mic drop in E3 history would be the announcement of Scorpio being at $399.
How would that be?
I don't know what to think of that.
How would that be a mic drop? I mean, I can understand because you get a really powerful system for, you know, a good price, but a mic drop? I mean, I don't know about a mic drop.
I think it's just those people. I think those people are just exaggerating a little bit. I mean, I have little to no interest in Scorpio.
Maybe.
I'm sorry.
How about this? Scorpio, and then they announced Lost Odyssey 2, and then yeah, that's a mic drop. Lost Odyssey 2 and Scorpio at $399, mic drop. But just an announcement of a system for $399, that's not a mic drop.
Oh, but that's not likely to happen. Microsoft has been moving away from a bit of Japanese exclusive lately.
Well, exactly.
They canceled.
Exactly.
They canceled Scalebound for crying out loud.
Which is, oh god, that really annoys me that they canceled Skillbound. You know, I'm like, you know, I can cry and complain about it, but I mean, I'm not going to. Like in video, I can cry and complain in a bunch of videos, like some people like to do, but I'm not going to. But man, like, oh god, that's really.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
I think you need a video that says, you know what really grinds my gears? Rants about anything.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but I can use these live streams to rant at times.
yeah, well, truth be told, I'm only hoping that nobody at this year's E3 makes the mistake of showing a game like long way before it's ready to be completed. I remember what you said the other day about the objection of showing off certain games that are like years away from their release dates, and I have to agree with that. I think it's a pretty dumb move of them to announce a game which is nowhere near ready completion, only to leave people
Oh my-
dangling the carrot. That's a
No,
that's a
they do that with Zelda all the time, though, and I don't care. They can show off any type of Zelda, no matter how long off it is.
times it can get people wondering whether or not the game in question is coming or not.
Well, the thing with me is that, like, I guess, like you know, like Magitech said, like, you know, they did it with Zelda, which people got really upset that Zelda was delayed so many times, you know, like, you know.
That's not the only Zelda that got a lot of delays. Not just Breath of the Wild. Twilight Princess had a lot of delays, if you remember.
But yeah, we all know why that game. I mean, they both got delayed for the same reason, though. Both Zeldas got delayed. I mean, obviously the polish, but also, you know, because, you know, they want to come out on the next hardware as well. You know, launch with the next hardware. So, you know, but even when it didn't, like Skyward Sword was delayed multiple times. You know, like Nintendo they'll always just say, with Zelda particularly, that game always seems to get delayed. You know.
It's true, because they have a certain standard that they want to live up to on a lot of those Zelda games.
Yeah. Which, I mean, the thing with me is, like, even, like, you can talk about how much Zelda's been delayed. Like, nothing beats, like what Square Enix does. Like, Square Enix takes the cake in, like, announcing stuff way too early. Like, they're the kings of that. Like, I mean, Final Fantasy 15 is the perfect example. Like, you know.
They're doing the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 to the point where we're like, when the heck are those games going to come out anyway?
I know, seriously.
Within 3 years.
Within 3 years, according to them.
Although, to be honest, who knows exactly what they meant by within 3 years? It could mean anything, but either way, I'm only hoping for either one of those two to be on Switch. That's all I really care about. I don't care when they come out. I care about whether they come out on Switch or not.
We'll see if they even come out on current generation hardware. What we talk about might be on the Switch too.
The Switcher 2?
The Switcher too.
In all fairness, though, I do think Kingdom Hearts 3 might be the first one to come because, well, given how long ago that game was announced, I think it could be in 2019. It's Final Fantasy VII Remake that I'm not really sure about.
Well, yeah, Kingdom Hearts is further along than Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I actually did a little bit more research into why Final Fantasy VII Remake was actually getting a new development shift, and I found out the reason. When they were working with, apparently Square Enix was working with CyberConnect 2 who was apparently doing a lot of the work for them in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and apparently they weren't particularly happy with what they were doing, and so they decided they would do everything all in-house.
That's what happens when you get a freaking cutscene studio to freaking do your games for you.
That's not the only issue either. I think the major problem is with the director, Tetsuya Nomura. I mean, I don't mean to disrespect the guy at all. He's a very talented character designer, and he does have his merit. But, unfortunately, and this is a big but, I don't think he's really very competent about getting his games out on time, because it seems that when he gets involved in a project, a lot of things just keep on getting pushed back or delayed. He's always like, let's throw away what we're doing and start all over again. That's way too much of a perfection.
Well, it's Square Enix's. First of all, why would you employ CyberConnect 2? CyberConnect 2 is quite possibly that studio. Okay, just to let you guys know, if you guys don't know who CyberConnect 2 is, they're the ones who do the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games.
And those games are they any good or are they bad?
No, they're not very good. They're cool. They're cool. They're not good, but they're cool, and that's why people buy them and like them. Also, it's Naruto as well. People buy them because it's Naruto, but they're very, like, the cutscenes in them. They make you feel as if, like, oh my gosh, this grand scale thing is happening right now, and they rank your QuickTime events like it's 2006, like it's God of War or something like that. It's all quick. I mean, that's the only cool thing about those games, or the QuickTime events. That the combat is trash. It's hot trash in the Ultimate Ninja Storm games. Hot trash. But it's fun to play because of just the cinematics. I mean, they make the fights from Naruto, they make them better than the actual anime was at times. Like they'll take like the fight and how it was structured and they say, oh, you know what would be even cooler if this happened. Like and that's why people buy the game, is because like, wow, like they make it even cooler than the actual anime. And God, but the game isn't very. It's not good. It's not a good game. The Naruto games aren't good. But that's the studio. They also did another game called Ashura's Wrath or something like that, which is very similar to the Naruto style of games, the cutscenes, but maybe the gameplay was a little bit better.
Ashura's Wrath. Didn't Capcom publish that one?
Yeah, Capcom was on that one, but it's the same Cyber Connect 2 or whatever. And I think ever since that game and the garbage that they did with that game, where you actually get the real ending through DLC, they've pretty much been relegated to Naruto games after that, and the same base of people just going out and rushing out and buying the game. You know, I really hate Cyber Connect 2. I know I hate Bandai Namco. That's the first thing. I hate Bandai Namco and their handling of Cyber Connect 2. Because apparently, from what I've heard, Bandai Namco has the exclusive license to Naruto. At least that's what some of my users told me. And I'm like, whoa, the exclusive license to Naruto? Okay, so we can't get a good Naruto game now. Great.
Hold on, though. Isn't this Bandai Namco the same one who has worked with Nintendo on Mario Kart 8 and are now giving them a Tails? That's a little,
It's not the same team. It's not the same. Cyber Connect 2 is a different team than who worked on what you're talking about. I'm talking about Bandai Namco, the publisher, and how their treatment of like the Naruto franchise, the license.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about. I hate the way that they're treating the franchise. I mean, Bandai Namco, they're an okay company. I think they can be a lot better. I think they rely on licenses way too much, but they rely on their sheer like size. You know, like all the companies in Japan, like a lot of companies work with them because they're just big. They're just really big. They have a lot of resources, so companies work with them. You know, they have a monopoly on the freaking anime genre. They own all the licenses for all the animes. So I mean, they're just big, and they make a lot of money because of how big they are. But are they actually good? Well,
a lot of them do tend to be variable quality. I mean, that One Piece game that I played, it was pretty good. I can't think of any other Namco anime game that I've played that I've found enjoyable, though.
I mean, they made Xenoverse, and, you know, Xenoverse is...
Oh, Xenoverse, yeah, we're getting that one. I remember that.
It's passable, you know, but I don't know. That's just my take on Bandai Namco. Not like they're horrible. I'm not trying to say that they're, like, super bad or anything like that. They're not. They're just, you know.
Come on, guys. We all know cutscenes are better than gameplay.
That's when the Naruto developers really think that, though. The Naruto developers really think that cutscenes are better than gameplay. Like, if you play the game, you'll see what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll stream it. I'll stream it for you guys. That game it's all cutscenes, and it's cool. It's cool because of the cutscenes.
I have to admit that even though I do question some of Square Enix's actions recently, if Cyber Connect 2 really is as bad as you say, then maybe it is for the better that they do this game in-house. Just as long as Nomura doesn't do another one of his, let's scrap everything and do all over again and push it back another year or so. God, that's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Hey, OJ, as a gaming channel, what reviewers or what products do you get sent to review? And like, because I know me as a tech review channel, I get all types of Bluetooth and stupid things and all types of tech that I don't even need, bro. If you need some kind of tech, just let me know. Or if you want to do a giveaway, I'm just interested. What do you get offered, and do you get pestered by these companies?
Like Nintendo Switch, like accessories, like of course games. If I reached out more, I could get more tech stuff and all that. But I mean, I don't really reach out as much as I should. But yeah, mainly just games. I get a lot of, like, obviously all indie developers are always blowing me up, you know, for their games.
How about the app guys? I hate those app guys.
App guys, yeah, but more in just indie developers are always hitting me up, always, you know, throwing stuff at me and saying, hey, you know, check out this. I mean, I'm on their PR emails, so that, I mean, it gets sent out to a lot of people, but yeah, that's pretty much that. I mean, I'm usually happy to help when I have the time, but the thing is, to be honest, I just don't have the time to do everything, you know?
Kevin Jones actually asked a question that I think maybe I can try to answer. When is the new Tales of game to be revealed? Well, to answer that question, I think there's going to be a Tales Festival sometime this week. I don't remember if it's on this Friday or if it's on Saturday, but either way, that's where we're most likely to hear about it. If not, then at least at E3 or Tokyo Game Show.
The Tales Festival is this week, if I'm pretty sure, right? I think it's this week, right?
I don't remember if it's on Thursday or Friday though.
Yeah, it's this week. So I mean, it's soon. So we should get the new Tales reveal sometime soon, very soon.
Yeah, well, I'm curious to see which one it will be. I'm not expecting a port of any of the earlier ones, just something totally new. Quantum L Quantum L asks me, what game are you most looking forward to seeing at E3? Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That is my #1 game that I'm looking forward to seeing.
It's a good game. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Mario Odyssey.
Mobile Zelda.
Are you joking? That's the last thing I want to see.
Some people really want that mobile Zelda game, dude.
Well, just as long as it doesn't turn out to be anywhere nearly as bad as those Philips CDI games that a lot of people really don't want to think about nowadays.
Why would it be like
Nintendo
that?
Phone. Bro, a Nintendo phone would crush it. Yes or no? Come on now.
A Nintendo phone? Like what do you?
There's actually a very amusing story that some old school fans know of, but I'm not sure if a lot of you do know, that explains why those Philips CDI games involving the name Zelda came into existence. This was way back during the SNES days. Before PlayStation came to be what it was, they were going to have a CD-ROM add-on for Super NES,
Good
and
body.
believe it or not, Nintendo's partner in that was Sony. And for some reason, Nintendo decided to do a backstabbing deal behind Sony's back, and so they got Philips to try to do the CD-ROM thing instead, and perhaps somewhere along the line, those two Zelda CDI games came into existence, and they were just bad. And as we all know, because of the screwed deal, Sony went off and made their PlayStation, and the rest is history. It was all because of a botched dealing from what could have been a CD-ROM add-on.
There was a couple missing parts into that, but I'll just kind of fill in a little bit of the blanks with the whole thing with Nintendo and Sony. Another problem is that Sony was also planning to basically own the rights to the system as well, as far as like with the sound chip that they were going to use in there. So
right,
that was
because they had designed the sound chip for the Super Nintendo. It's why a lot of the Super NES games sounded so amazing.
And they were going to be able to let anyone just license anything on it without Nintendo's permission or not. So that's also part of the reason why there was some issues with the deal. Nintendo didn't want that. Nintendo's problem, and they made them clear that, hey, we don't like that. But Nintendo's problem is that they should have let them know and just said, hey, like, that's a bad deal. We don't like this. Like, instead they waited too long to back out of the deal, and that's why, it was looked at as like a backstab, which it kind of was. Just that Sony did a little kind of like shady thing too with that as well,
Both companies were guilty.
Both companies were at fault. Yeah, both were at fault. Both were at fault. Nintendo should have been more mature about it though, and like let them know and just like break it off and be like, okay, hey, like this isn't gonna happen, instead of kind of doing the way that they did it, because the way that they did it is definitely.
That's just it. Back then, when Hiroshi Yamauchi ran Nintendo, he did so with a very, very tight fist. He was a genius in many other ways, but to many other people, he was a very feared man. He had a very dangerous and very.
He was part of the Yakuza. He was a Yakuza boss, dude.
Yeah, and it was his decision also to hack up the price rates for the cartridges during the N64 era. That's the reason why so many third parties went away from Nintendo during that era. And unfortunately, it's also because of his actions that Nintendo is still struggling with that even today.
It wasn't that. Today that doesn't really have anything to do with back then, but
I do have a point though, because Yamauchi is dead, and now we have Kimishima in charge, who seems to have the better qualities Yamauchi and the good qualities of Iwata both rolled into one.
The biggest problem with the cartridges also, there wasn't necessarily a price too. It was also the what's it called? The space limitations was
Right,
bad.
memory
You know,
limitations.
yeah,
That
memory
was
limitations was
another
bad. Yeah, more than anything, it was memory limitations. But yeah, price was also bad too.
although that's although that's not really an issue anymore with these Switch cartridges. I mean, they can choose to go up to like say a little higher than 50 gigabits if they want.
It's an issue, but it's not as big as an issue as it was back then. But it's because digital is so prevalent today, you know. So it's not as big of an issue because of modern tech, but it's still an issue for some developers.
Which is why we're seeing a lot of eShop titles as opposed to physical releases at this point, right?
Kind of getting into the rabbit hole here.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's all good. The reason why you're seeing a lot of eShop releases is just because there's more indie developers and smaller developers than there are bigger publishers out there. That's just fact. Indie developers put out way more games. Smaller developers put out way more games than bigger publishers. So that's the reason why you see a lot of eShop releases. So that's the first thing. The second thing with it is also because Nintendo Switch it's also a new system, and it's coming off of the Wii U and 3DS. And
both of which were both of which kind of fell in the shadow of Wii and DS. Although 3DS did great, it was Wii U that
but
crashed.
a lot of developers don't. I think that there's a lot of developers out there that they just want to create games like PS4 and Xbox One PC. Like they don't want to try something a little bit different. They don't want to kind of do work around and do things like that. So that's the reason why you're seeing that. But like I said, once the sales pick up and there's an install base, then you're going to see more of the more intelligent developers move over. I mean, you're seeing that with Japanese developers, obviously.
Absolutely, because as we discussed before, the Japanese developers, they basically see Nintendo as somebody that they need because that's basically the only way they can make money right now. Hell, today on the Japanese charts, Switch was not only #1 again, but lo and behold, on the #3 selection, Ultra Street Fighter 2 was there. Yes, at #3.
It didn't sell that much, but it's all good.
Yeah, the sales they weren't really that great, but still. It shows that these guys really do need Nintendo a lot more than they need Sony at this point. Well, they need both, but...
They need both. Definitely need both.
Well,
Japanese developers...
Well, they're better off working on Nintendo hardware than they are working on Microsoft hardware, that's for sure.
Definitely. Well, Microsoft's irrelevant in Japan, so...
Hey guys, what I want to see in
Irrelevant.
E3 Quantum...
Irrelevant is putting it very, very politely. The sales of Xbox One, they're just not there, which makes you wonder why in the hell they bothered with them in the first place.
What were you gonna say, Magic?
Okay, Quantum was asking me in the chat what I want to see in E3. What I want to see in E3 is Star Fox. They need to revive that shit. That shit cannot go out like that. Like,
I don't want to say Star Fox at E3, sorry.
I'm all for a new Star Fox.
I'm good.
I'm all for a new Star Fox itself. Just as long as it doesn't turn out to be as underwhelmingly disappointing as Star Fox Zero was.
Yeah, they can't go out like that, yo. They need to. I don't know what they need to do, but just take the controls off or whatever.
Well, whatever it is, it can't be another Star Fox 64 rehash, and with such difficult controls either.
I'd like to see another Star Fox.
If Star Fox was gonna happen, it wouldn't happen anytime soon, so we won't say it as a paper at all.
Hey,
I don't want Skylanders there. No more Skylanders.
Star Fox 4 without the crazy controls. Yes.
I like that. But then again, people are gonna be like, man, another Star Fox Zero or Star Fox 64 storyline again,
Was that one of the few people that actually like the controls in the Star Fox?
No, there's people
Yes,
out
you
there.
are.
There's a lot of people out there that like. There's a lot of people out there that like it. My brother likes the controls too. I mean,
You know that you had a serious problem with them, OJ, and that it just wasn't that great a Star Fox.
I didn't like the controls, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, from looking at it retrospectively, I mean, at the time when I started playing Star Fox Zero, I thought it was really cool to see it in action again and done by Platinum, but thinking about it in hindsight, I agree. It was a mistake on Platinum's part to, or I don't know who was to
It
blame.
was Miyamoto's to blame. You think Platinum Games wanted those stupid controls?
And this is a guy who says that a rushed game is bad and a delayed game is good.
They did delay Star Fox.
It'll turn out to be a bad game.
The delay. Here's the thing. It played probably even worse before the delay.
I played the demo for like 5 minutes, bro, and I was like, nope, nope, nope.
Also, a delayed game being a good game isn't always true. Look what happened with Mighty Number 9. Like,
Oh yeah, that game
Yeah.
was a huge disappointment.
It's-
I tried
it was-
playing that game and I found it so frustratingly difficult. I couldn't even get through to the end.
it was delayed for like a year, right? A year or two or something like that.
Something like that.
Inafune really got a lot of flack for that one.
People were putting their expectations way too high for that. Like, that's why I try to calm people down about that game. I'm like, y'all need to calm down about this Mighty Number 9 thing. Like, it's first of all, it's an indie game. Like, people are saying, oh, they got $4 million. Dude, $4 million is not a lot of money for a game. Like, $4 million.
Lately seems to also be getting a similarly lukewarm reception.
No, not as bad. Not as bad as.
Yeah, it's
not
not
as
nearly as
nowhere near as bad as like what happened with Mighty Number 9. No, it's not the same. Definitely not the
Like
same.
memes of My Number 9 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Mighty Number 9 definitely got a worse reception than Ukulele because Ukulele, like just the way that they did the development, like how they talked to people and everything, like they didn't do the same thing that Inafune did with Mighty Number 9. And then like also the problem with also Mighty Number 9 was like the community manager that they had there. Unfortunately, Mighty Number 9 was right in the middle of like the whole Gamergate thing, and then they had a lady on there that said some stupid things and pissed a lot of people off. So that made things even worse for them,
You have a particularly good manager there. Well, no wonder.
It was a community manager, so like someone that talks with the fans and all that. Oh my god, that green shell just hit me.
And in a lot of cases, like, yeah, a delayed game does turn out to be a better game than what it would have been if it came out like sooner.
Oh, no.
But like also in some cases, it's terrible even if they are delayed, like My Number 9.
Or sometimes,
I do-
it might not even be terrible or even remotely great. It might be so okay that it's average. I mean, from what I understand, Final Fantasy XV's reception seems to be very divided. There's some people who like that game, and others think, oh, it's terrible, and others are like, nah, it's not great, but it's not bad either.
It's not bad.
With the scene, I think it was just because we waited so long that like there was no other way we could. There was nothing else we could say other than that it was fantastic or good at the very least.
Yeah, well,
we
the
did wait like 10 years.
Yeah, well, the problem was they took way too long on that one, and
Oh, yeah.
again, I
That's
don't
a-
want to.
That's the
Again,
problem
I
with
don't
Square Enix. They just announced games too early.
Exactly, and again, I don't want to talk smack about Nomura, but apparently he was kicked off the development team for that game. He was once handling it, but he got kicked off. I wouldn't
I
be
don't think he was
surprised.
kicked off. I think he was just moved to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, from what I've been reading, a lot of people are really against Mr. Nomura because they're saying he really should be a character designer, not a director.
I think that's where he's at his best. If you want to be honest about Nomura, I mean, I think he needs to be honest with himself too. But look, I don't know Nomura, and I don't know game development like he does, so it's tough for any of us to say,
Yeah, well, either way, Square Enix definitely seems to be very disorganized if they really are having that much trouble getting their games out on time.
It's just their major titles. Their smaller stuff is okay. Like their stuff that's is fine. Like I don't think there's going to be any delays in in Lost Sphere or stuff like that. And like
Yeah, I was absolutely thrilled when I saw that they had announced that game. I went ahead and pre-ordered it because as I said, I want to support Square Enix on Switch.
and like
I'm only
and they had like Bravely Default. They had like Bravely, like all those games were like, released on time and everything. But like it's just
that's because a lot of them had probably cheaper budgets and they weren't handled by overly ambitious control freaks, I guess.
yeah.
At least from what I understand.
I just think with Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, the franchises, that when they are mid-development, they get really excited and just want to announce it to the public, but they announce it too early. So,
Yes, I agree. I mean, I do think, in all fairness, as I said before, I do think Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably going to hit in 2019, and yeah, I do think it'll hit Switch as well. It's the remake that I'm really not so sure about what's going to go up with that. I don't know if it's going to follow immediately after that or if it's going to go to the next console generation. I don't know what that's going to do.
Yeah.
At this-
Why are we still talking about this company? I'm sorry.
Let's talk about something else.
Why are we still talking about this company, Square Enix? I mean, I don't got a problem with them, but man, like I said, I don't know.
They always seem to come up in every conversation.
Yeah, they do. I mean, Square Enix. It's like.
Let's talk about something else. Let's all talk about something
Okay.
else.
And I just talk about because I work at EB Games, which is like the Australian game stuff, I guess. And what I've noticed is that we list ukulele on physical release, and I've questioned the manager like so many times about it because like whenever I do bring it up on the internet, everyone shoots me down and just like, no, it's digital only. It's been basically confirmed as digital only. However, my manager did say that we only listing when we get a confirmation from the game developers themselves. So I'm not sure. Maybe AB Australia is onto something, but apparently there is going to be a physical release for ukulele on the Switch.
On the Switch. Oh, okay. Good stuff.
Switch, yeah, that's what I've been told, and that's what I see. So I'm not sure, but I'm trying to tell people. But every time I tell anyone, they just shoot me down and don't believe me. But yeah, that's.
I think it would be smart for them to have a physical release on the Switch. A lot of Switch gamers, they like the physical release. You know, they like the physical release.
Most of us grew up with the 64, so we like the physical.
I guess like the cartridge.
Absolutely. There were even some people who were upset that I'm Setsuna didn't get a physical release.
Well,
and
it did, just not here, just in Japan.
I would love a physical version of ukulele. That'd be cool.
It would be pretty. It will be pretty interesting when that game comes out on Switch. Period. I don't like being kept in the dark.
When do they have it listed? When do they have it listed on there for you, Min?
Spring or summer.
Yeah, it just says tentative release for this year.
Well, we're already almost at the end of spring. If they hadn't announced it by then it's probably going to be summer.
We're not. No, we still got a little bit more time for spring.
It's going to be one of those. I feel like ukulele is going to be one of those things where at the end of the spotlight or like during the spotlight, they're going to say, "And ukulele is going to be available at the end of the spotlight," something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think that it's going to be sooner than we think.
Hope you're right about that. Either way, I am all for another Banjo-Kazooie style game. I rather like that one.
Yeah.
3 blue shells and 1 race.
3 blue shells in 1 race.
Oh, by the way, this also crossed my mind. On Friday, you're going to be having an ARMS tournament, right?
No, because there's not going to ARMS isn't out.
Oh, because I remember that the ARMS tournament is going to be happening again this weekend.
Yeah, but there's no way for me to play it. Like, there's no way for me to play against you guys. Yeah, it's random. So we can't have an ARMS tournament.
I kind of wish you could though. Like,
I mean, it would be nice, but.
I'm just so excited for that game. I when they first showed it up, I was like, oh my god, this is just going to be one of those IPs that I just do not give a shit about. And as they reveal like more and more, and eventually with the test fire, I'm like completely sold at this point, and I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Yeah, the game looks absolutely super awesome and crazy.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was so blown away by those characters with the spring arms and the dragon fists too. That was really cool.
Oh no, I use Ribbon Girl, I don't use Moon. But yeah, I'm not about that dragon fist thing.
Ribbon Girl, she's annoying. She's annoying to fight, but I she's super annoying. But once they don't need to nerf her. Not yet.
No, they need to nerf her.
No, they don't need to nerf her. Mechanica had the highest winning percentage. Mechanica had the highest winning percentage, not Ribbon Girl. I thought Ribbon Girl would.
I honestly think Mechanica is annoying to fight.
She's annoying to fight because.
I didn't have any problems with Mechanica though while playing as Ribbon Girl.
Okay, I mean, and that's cool if you did, but if Mechanica has the highest winning percentage, I mean, why would you? You don't need to nerf. Yeah, you don't need to nerf Ribbon Girl. Don't tell people. You don't want them to nerf your main right now, dude. If you got a main, that's good.
I mean, like, how are you gonna nerf Mechanica though? Like how?
So which
damage? I mean, it would have to be.
I love this stage a lot. It's really fast. It's furious. It's fun. It's very much like going on a roller coaster.
If you want to nerf Mechanica, like what I would say is like add like less mobility to her air hover, or like as far as how many damage like her defense. That's what I would say. Like, just basically her defense. You know, that's the only way that I'd say you could nerf her. Oh no.
Oh no!
Who sees a bunch of accessories coming for E3? I think this thing is gonna be an accessory machine.
I see the joystick.
I'm so upset that we're not getting the Splatoon controllers. Those
I'm
were like
wondering when we're gonna
that Joy-Con.
like the virtual console stuff and everything.
Virtual console will come. Just hold your horses.
You know, I've never understood.
VR headset.
VR headset. VR
I
headset.
mean, it'll be.
Sorry to say.
I would honestly, I would love Metroid Promenade with the VR headset. At
Yes.
I wouldn't. I can't stand playing Metroid Prime for such a long period of time. I mean, good game, yes, but I get absolutely motion sick.
We gotta give shout outs to the ultimate ninja. Natasha, she just donated another $10. Shout outs, thank you so much. I do appreciate the $10 donation, Natasha. I wish you'd attach a message. I wish you'd attach a message to it so I can like answer a question or something. But thank you so much for the donation, Natasha. I appreciate it. You just freaking blasted someone with a Rasengan right now. That's the sound that you guys were hearing on the live stream. But yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Natasha. I really do appreciate the donation. I really do. Thank you so much for being such an awesome subscriber and everything. You guys are all awesome, but Natasha, thank you so much. I do appreciate that.
Speaking of which, I wonder what Konami is going to be doing with Switch. I mean, they did pretty good with Bomberman, but is that the only game they're going to do, or are they going to just...
Castlevania, let's do it! It's time for Castlevania, baby! It's time! It's time! It's time!
Or Metal Gear Solid port?
No! Castlevania at E3. Castlevania. No more Metal Gear Solid. No more Metal Gear Solid, man. I think Metal Gear Solid fans are even tired of Metal Gear Solid. No more Metal Gear Solid. It's time for Castlevania, please.
Yes, Castlevania.
I agree. The Castlevania games are classic. Hey, there's even going to be a Castlevania Netflix animated series coming along. I'm not sure if you guys saw the trailers, but it looked pretty badass, in my opinion.
I saw it.
Hashtag Castlevania for Switch, please.
Hashtag Castlevania, please. I'm telling you, Konami.
Hashtag copyright.
I'm gonna type that in the chat right now.
Hashtag Castlevania, please. Oh my gosh, that would sell so well.
Quick and serious question right now. I just finished a race and has been doing the replay for literally 8 laps now. Waiting for the connectivity issue to come up, but I'm afraid it was going to take a while. So I want to like exit out. Do you think if I exit out, like close Mario Kart 8, then come back in, I'll lose all my points?
You shouldn't, because it's stored on the server. But if you do, write down how many points. Do you know how many points you have?
I don't know off the top of my head because it won't show me.
Your points should be recorded from your last race. So I would say let's just hope. You know, let's hope.
Hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
hope for the best, and you know, your points should be recorded on mine too, so we should be able to see it. And if it deletes whatever points that you have, write down how many points that you have from right now. Write down how many points that you get like from going forward, and we'll add them to whatever you got. Okay.
All right.
So like if it erases all your if it erases all your points, it shouldn't be erased on mine though. That's the thing. Like we should still be able to see it because you've logged and recorded races since it's an online tournament.
Okay.
So yeah, you should be good. I'm hoping you're good. If it screws everything up, I'll get you. Like if it really screws things up, I'll get you a $5 eShop card no matter what.
Oh no, don't worry. No, don't worry.
Hey OJ, I gotta go, bro. I put my son to sleep, but.
All right, man. Hey, Magic Tech, thank you so much, man, and I'm definitely looking forward to having you on Players Cross Nintendo at some point, man.
Yeah, it was really nice
Absolutely,
getting
man.
to see you.
Yeah, if you need any, like I said, man, I got a whole bunch of Bluetooth, all types of crazy shit they send me. So if you need
Nice.
anything,
Definitely, we can discuss that. We can discuss that on Twitter, man.
all right, bro.
All right, thank you.
Do you guys want Dark Souls for the Switch?
What's up?
Do you want Dark Souls for the Switch?
Which one?
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls?
All of them?
Tells me we're definitely going to get Dark Souls on Switch.
The third one.
What, you think it's definite? I mean, it's up in the air right now, if anything.
Well, I
I think
mean,
it's.
the reason why people are saying it's definite is because it's like, what else does From Software do? It's like all they do is Dark Souls, so it's like, what would they be doing?
And they have been rumoring that collection for quite some time in the event that the Switch is a success. Well,
But I mean, it came from Emily Rogers.
Well, yeah, well, the thing, yeah, that came from there. But I mean, it wasn't about the rumor was if it's doing well, then that. And but there were also the rumor was like if they got it to a performance that they were happy with. But Nintendo wouldn't have listed them on the third-party developer thing if they weren't making anything for the Switch. It's not like, okay, well, maybe you're making something. Nintendo wasn't going to put them on there if they weren't making something. So what could it be? Because that's all they make is Dark Souls. I mean, do they have a new IP?
Unless they decide to do a Metroid or something.
They're not
Do you
going to
think
do
that
Metroid.
GameSpot Dark Souls footage was actually real and not accidental?
We'll
What's
have
the-
to find out.
what-
I'm pretty sure it was accidental. Pretty
What
sure.
what Dark Souls for?
Yeah, and then cause they GameSpot had this footage of Dark Souls, and on the bottom it says running on the Switch.
Accidental.
That
Yeah,
was
that was accidental. It meant to say it was PS4 footage.
So it was actually PS4 and not just
Yeah.
a cover up.
Yeah, it was no cover up. It was definitely PS4 footage.
Besides, why would they get first access to it, even if it was true? I
Well, of
mean,
course, because
I know.
Why? What is that?
because it has everybody under NDA at this point. That's
They
why-
don't have everyone. They don't have everyone under NDA. Not everyone. They have a lot of people under NDA, but not everyone.
Yeah, well, even the guy
Well,
who
I think
has
that
been
was
asked
some
about whether
stuff
there's going to be a
like-
Call of Duty port for Switch, he said he's under NDA and he's not supposed to talk about that or not.
Yeah, he's under NDA. More of the bigger games are definitely NDA. A lot of the bigger games are definitely NDA. Like, there's going to be a lot of announcements at E3, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely am looking forward to E3, but I'm also trying to go with tempered expectations.
I
just don't
wouldn't.
wanna get them too high.
I would expect a lot.
I'm expecting a lot.
Yeah, I would expect a lot.
Expecting a lot.
If Nintendo doesn't impress you, then it's okay to be upset. It's okay. It's healthy to be
Yeah,
upset
no.
at times.
Don't get me
I
wrong.
mean,
I'm
I was a
hoping
week and that was just
wrong, guys. I'm hopeful that they'll do a better job this time. They certainly seem to have a lot more to do. I'm just I guess I still feel a little bit burned by some of the bad E3s that they did.
no. I'm expecting a lot.
I'm expecting a lot of information, like a lot of stuff.
I'm just excited when I first found out about E3. I feel like that every year. Like I don't have any expectations. I'm just excited because new games, new crap. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than it not being here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Well, one
I honestly feel like a kid again. Like just being excited about video games and stuff.
which is tough because being an adult was like sucks.
Yeah. Yep. That sucks.
Being an adult is trash, dude. When you're a kid, you always want to grow up, but then when you're an adult, you're like, damn, I wish I was a kid.
And then E3 is like my 2 days to be that kid again.
Exactly. Take work off, relax. But gosh, being an adult is horrible.
One thing's for sure, I definitely expect much better results this time around. I remember in 2013, where the show up for E3 on Wii U, it kind of looked pretty underwhelming, and it only got worse, except for 2014. That was a good E3.
2013 wasn't horrible. It was just.
I'm not saying
It
it
was
was
okay.
horrible. It was just disappointing in some ways. That's all.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was disappointing. They showed a good number of games.
It was only
That
2015
demos.
after that they really went downhill.
The only bad E3 really was in the Wii U era was just 2015. That was the only bad one. All the other ones were either just okay or really good. There was not really any bad ones. 2012 was the Wii U's revealing, and it was only bad because people were like, "Oh, this is just a controller. This is not." I mean, it was bad for some people because they just the other stuff, the confusion surrounding it, but for everyone who knew what it was and everything, the potential was like, oh, this is going to be pretty cool. And, Nintendo announced like a lot of stuff,
Everything with Wii U from the start.
Yeah, but I mean, for people, what I'm saying is like from people who knew what it was. Like when I was watching E3 2012, I wasn't like, what's going on here? I thought the E3 was fine. Like, they had games, they announced them, they showed off the hardware. Okay, the new concept. Okay, great. All right, so it was fine. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. But it wasn't horrible by any means. And then like E3, I mean even E3 2012, they actually had like a pre-E3 thing too, like a launch, or not, oh, sorry, afterwards. They had a leading up to launch, where they showed off, like they revealed that Bayonetta was an exclusive.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2 thing was awesome.
And
Bayonetta 2 is...
And they showed off Call of Duty Ghosts on the Wii U running on the Wii U for the first time. They showed off more Nintendo Land. So yeah, I thought it was okay. Like it was, in 2013 was okay. Just 2014 was amazing, and then just 2015 was bad. And then 2016 was all Zelda. So
one thing's for sure, I'm only hoping that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 does follow through and is enough and does turn out to be a 2017 title.
it's a 2017 title. It's
I think it'll
2017.
be.
It's
Yeah,
2017.
it'll
It's 2017.
Hope so. I don't want to have another situation like Xenoblade Chronicles X or Tokyo Mirage Sessions where both games were shown before they were ready to go. They should have shown them when they were...
Again on the screenshot thing.
No, they've just been really adamant on the
Nintendo's like, we have a brand new game from Atlas and Nintendo. Collaboration.
Exactly.
Trust me.
They should have showed off those 2 games when they were ready to go.
The game is going to be good. Trust us. But until then, take this default screenshot artwork. But trust us, it's going to be a great game. And then all of a sudden, you're thinking, "Oh man, this is going to be amazing." But all of a sudden, like you start hearing like anime music and like people singing, and you're like, What is this?"
I don't have any gameplay, but your screenshot is gonna be awesome.
I remember. I can never forget. I forgot whose reaction I was watching, like the Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I forgot what he said, man. But there was this one dude, and it just had me dying laughing. Like the stuff he was saying. I can't repeat it on stream because it was pretty vulgar. But his reaction was just the funniest thing that I've ever seen. Because he was expecting like freaking like Crom to like split through some like Tokyo like or like Shin Megami Tensei like demon and like. Yeah.
Turn out that way at all.
Shout outs, Natasha. Natasha is like personally funding my channel right now.
He's got the top ninja credit. That's awesome.
Natasha, thank you again so much for the donation. Oh my, that's too much. You're way too nice. Let me read if she actually put a. No, she didn't put a message again. She's also a moderator on the site too. Natasha, thank you so much. That's $20 so far for the stream. I really do appreciate the donation. You're such a sweetheart. You're so nice. So thank you so much. Natasha has. Go follow her on Twitter. Follow her on Twitter. I don't think she does YouTube, but she's on Twitter all the time. She has great posts. So make sure you follow her on Twitter. She's an amazing user. She's so nice too, and the coolest thing about Natasha is that like she promotes and like she retweets a lot of like great videos. Like there's this guy that I never knew of, and his name was like I guess like Top Hat Gaming, and Natasha will retweet his stuff, and that's how I found him was through that. So yeah, make sure you check her out on Twitter. She's really cool, and I love her posts. So thank you so much, Natasha. Appreciate it. She's funding the whole thing right now.
Nice.
Oh.
Really nice.
Yeah, I know. AugMC says, Jeremy says, I'd rather have a Smash Brothers Smash than Smash port than Mario Maker. And then AugMC says, why not both? And I agree, why not both?
Well, I can definitely see the appeal in having a Super Mario Maker on the Switch because even though there may not be some fans of that game, I can see the appeal of it for creating their own Mario.
A lot of people really like that game though. Like I mean, I knew it was going to be popular and everything, but a lot of people, I don't like Mario Maker at all. But a lot of people really like it. I don't think you really need like a Mario Maker 2, you know, or anything like that. You just need like just like update it, maybe like DLC pack like a year. Yeah, you don't necessarily need like a Mario Maker 2 in my opinion. You could just add stuff to the base package, you know.
Marie, I agree with that. I think that's how they should do it. That's what it should be.
We'll see. The rumor of a port has been around for a while now, you know.
True, a lot of the reports for year one of Switch was going to mostly be Wii U remastered.
Okay. Sorry, I had to freak out and I fell off the course.
This Rainbow Road is cool. I love this Rainbow Road.
What is this one from?
Yeah, I
forget.
N64.
64.
Oh, right, the Nintendo 64 one. Yeah, that one was great.
Brito, why are you donating during the live stream? You're playing, he's donating.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Brito, I appreciate it. And he forgot I freaking fell off the track because Burrito's donating.
because right as I clicked it, you got it. Wow, that's instant.
Okay, so Burrito says, "What's up, man? Just know I would make a generous donation."
Watch out for the train.
Here's my question: what are your deep thoughts about Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door? Okay,
Yeah.
Every week, every stream.
dude, Burrito.
I'm sorry.
This dude is hilarious. Talking to you, I can know your personality. You're freaking hilarious, man. But I'm guessing a lot of people that you've talked to maybe don't understand you. That's what I would think. They don't understand your humor maybe sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see, but like in this setting, it's easier for you to talk and like to have your humor come out, which is I appreciate it. So yes, let me talk about Thousand Year Door for your. Thanks for the $5 donation.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And you said
Great game.
my deep thoughts about it. My deep thoughts about Thousand Year Door is that it's really, I think more developers should play it and implement what they did there. The simplicity combined with just like even like the depth. It's simplistic in how you play, but there's a lot of depth within the combat as well. The writing is brilliant. Some of the best writing you'll see in a game. And I really hope that they bring it back. I'll take a HD remaster, HD port. I think that would be great because the game is really something that I think a lot of people would buy and love. If it was brought back, if they're able to, because it is somewhat of it's a pretty old game now, right? It's going on more than a decade.
2014. I think it was 2014 when it came out.
No, not 2014. That was
I mean 2004. I'm sorry, I was misremembering.
Okay, yeah. So it's been over a decade, and the game stands the test of time. You see a lot of these games come out. 10 years from now, a lot of these games are going to be like, why did anybody play this? But Thousand Year Door is not that type of game. Thousand Year Door is one of those games like you can go back and play and you're like, man, this is good no matter what. The writing stands the test of time. The jokes are still funny. So I would really like to see them bring it back, man. That would be, man, I really want it to come back. But we'll see. We'll see if it comes back to be a virtual console or potentially a HD remaster. So
Have you beaten it though?
have I beaten it? I have not beat it. No. I've not beat it yet. I'm playing it, but I've not beat it.
It's fun.
What do you guys think of the rumors of Final Fantasy VII appearing at E3 for the Switch?
Oh gosh, let's not talk about
Square Enix again?
I want to know what you guys think.
It's a vicious cycle. We can't get rid of it.
Let's talk
We
about
can't.
No, but let's talk about it. Let's talk without complaining.
I want to know your thoughts.
Without complaining, let's talk about it. I'm not going to complain.
opinion about it. I do think the thing about it being on Switch is plausible. I just don't think we're going to hear about it at this E3. If we hear about it at all at E3, it'll probably be just the PS4 thing, because remember, it's a timed exclusive, and it's probably going to be that way. However, I do think a Switch port might be plausible. I think it could happen still. Just not announced it this year. That's what I think.
I think it was a screenshot.
I think what it is that people are kind of like turning their hope into rumors, and then those rumors turn into like facts to some degree. I don't know. I don't know how we would see Final Fantasy VII for E3 this year if they're not even sure when it's going to come out. 3 years or so, according to Square Enix, you know.
Although that could just be an estimate on their part. We really don't know.
I'm over it. I've like lost all my faith in Square Enix recently. Like I'm just not there for them anymore.
I'm all for it. At this point, though, I'll say, if they can't get the remake out on time, then at least give us the PC remaster that they did. That would actually...
I would love that. I would love that.
I think that might be more plausible at this point than the remake, especially if it drags out too long.
I want to answer a question real quick. Natasha wanted to know if I'm doing a live reaction for E3, and yes. The reason why that I don't want to go to E3 is because I want to provide you guys more content. I cannot, like, when I drive to E3, I don't have a team, like a staff with me that shoots the videos to where I can, like, bring you guys stuff very quickly. I would have to go back to my hotel room or go back to my house and upload everything that I put up. So I don't want that to happen again. So that's the reason why I want to stay at home, is so I can do live reactions to everything. I can give you guys like 5, 6, 7 videos a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to do for E3. You know? Although 7 might be too much, so maybe we'll do maybe 5, maybe 4 to 5. But I want to bring you guys like live streams and stuff like that all the time because that's why you guys come to my channel. So that's
How about
so
my
yes.
other
So
question-
so basically to answer her question, yes, I'll be doing live reactions. I'll be doing multiple videos. I'll be doing live streams. I'll be having some of the Patreon ninjas on, and you guys can talk about stuff. So yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff. So yes, definitely.
I actually am also very intrigued to find out whether that new Monster Hunter Double Cross, or actually it's not new, it's a port, will be confirmed for a US release too. I was totally
be.
psyched when I found out about it.
It will be.
As someone
no
tells
doubt
me,
in my mind.
I mean, something told me that I knew that we were going to see Monster Hunter on the Switch, and I was like, yeah, it's going to happen.
No, it's gonna happen. It wasn't about like whether it's gonna happen. It's just when it's gonna happen. And it did happen, and it will come to the US.
Yeah,
Agree, I definitely see it happening.
it's definitely being localized after those Monster Hunter after those Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate sales.
Although, there are some really nutty people who are assuming that Monster Hunter 5 is going to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive and Nintendo Switch is just going to get something else instead.
I saw that rumor. That rumor has no real merit. I researched
It's
it.
not feasible. How is that even?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sorry,
if
I don't
it's
believe
sold
that one
poorly
bit.
on Nintendo consoles, yeah, but it hasn't.
To me, that rumor sounds absolutely beyond bizarre, and
so, I'm sorry, I'm giggling. Freaking Burrito donated another $5 while he's.
seriously, why would Capcom want to risk giving a super mega budget version of Monster Hunter on the PS4?
Okay, as soon as this race is done, I'm gonna read the comment, Burrito. Like, I gotta pull up my little thing. I gotta pull up my little thing here.
That's how I see it. I too think the Monster Hunter 5 rumor on PS4 is totally fake.
It could be real, maybe. Maybe it's real. You know, I don't.
It might not be, but I really don't see much merit in Capcom doing that, unless they really are that stupid, and I don't really think they are that bad.
I mean, the only way that I see that is like, I mean, PS4 has a huge install base, so I mean, I can see why.
True.
But the main focus of Monster Hunter is Japan. But there was something about Capcom wanting to focus on making Monster Hunter more popular in the West. So that was where the basis of the rumor.
I did hear about that, although I don't really see them moving Monster Hunter away from Switch. I mean, they basically said that they were going to keep on supporting Switch.
But that doesn't mean Monster Hunter wouldn't come to Switch. You know, like, you know, that doesn't mean we wouldn't get a Monster Hunter game in general. You know. But let me read Burrito's comment. So, by the way, Wario is like, I gotta read the comments he donated. Okay, by the way, Wario is bae, and no one can say anything about it. Also, you should become a meme. JK, and one more question: are you excited for Monster Hunter? And are you a fan? And what are your deep thoughts? 3 questions. LOL. Hashtag Switch. What is Switch?
Switchelvania, please.
Switchelvania. This man. Oh my god. Okay, so
Org MC, I don't think that the recent Ubisoft leaks have been accidental. I think they're intentional. Ubisoft has a bad rep as of late, and they haven't really released an Assassin's Creed game recently, a mainline one at least. So I think that the recent leaks regarding that game has been intentional.
I definitely feel like that Ubisoft might be having a little bit more on the Switch. At this point, they're probably one of the few Western third parties that I think is truly going to deliver on their promise.
I have one thing. I have one thing to say real quick. Yes, I'm excited for. I gotta answer this question. Yes, I'm excited for Monster Hunter. Am I a big fan? I'm not the biggest fan of Monster Hunter, but I always buy them. I have Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I have Monster Hunter. No, so I have Monster Hunter on the Wii U. What's it called? Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate? Is that called?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. So I always play them. And yeah, Switchelvania, please Switchelvania hashtag. I mean, I think I'm gonna start that, Burrito. Thank you for the 2 donations. So I'm definitely gonna start that on Twitter. Switchelmania. Yeah, I will definitely start that. Switchelmania, let's do this. So yes.
Can you also put a hashtag Wario's Bay, please?
You're asking too much. Too much.
Burrito, you're a really nice guy, and and you've donated quite a bit. So I will put it one time for you.
Hopefully it goes like big.
It probably won't because nobody likes Wario, but we'll see.
Everyone likes Wario.
Nobody likes
You're the
Wario.
only one.
No, everyone
No,
likes
no,
him.
you're. I was saying no. You like him, but OJ's the only one that doesn't like him.
What?
Wait a minute. Are we misrepresenting
Okay,
information here?
Can I ask you? Can I ask you guys a question? What is so good about? Tell me what you like about Wario, please.
Okay.
Enlighten me.
Okay, Wario is funny for one.
What makes him funny? What makes him funny?
His fart.
As a kid.
So wait,
as
so
a kid
farting's
in
funny? So if somebody farts, it's funny?
Not anything funny at all.
Well, like as a kid, like when I was playing Brawl, I used to think his taunts were hilarious, and also his fart, but it's not as funny as his taunt.
Okay.
Also, like in any other game he's been in, he's the stupid retarded one, and then that's why like he's like funny to me. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Just-
Okay.
I suppose I can see some argument in that because he's basically anti-Mario, but I haven't seen really anything about him that's remotely funny as much as I've seen him as just a grumpy old guy who is basically everything that Mario is not.
Is he?
The humor there.
Okay, look, I'll say this about Wario. At one point, I thought Wario was. I'll admit, at one point, I thought Wario was funny. In Brawl, some of the stuff that he did was funny. His taunts are funny. The way that he runs is funny. Like the way that he runs, that's funny. So maybe I'm being a little hard on Wario, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm being a little hard on Wario. So I will ease up on Wario going forward.
Jeremy the Deuce says he's so thick. Wario puts Twin Tail to shame.
See, this is what I get upset with people. See, this is when people start saying stuff like that, that's when I get upset.
He's a charismatic, thick sugar daddy.
Oh
Brian
my!
Christian said that.
See,
And a lot of good comments we have here tonight.
that's actually really funny. Both of what they said was funny. Also, Wario is not thick.
We went from talking too much about Square Enix to talking way too much about Wario.
Yeah.
I don't mind it one bit.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, what else do you think Sega will bring to Switch other than the expected Sonic games?
Sonic Forces, Sonic Forces 2, Sonic Forces Forever, Sonic Generations 5, Sonic Boom Forces 2.
Collection of games that's basically gonna be Sonic,
Sonic infinite characters.
Yeah, Sonic Wisp, customize your Wisp power characters.
Sonic Boom 2, Sonic Boom Rising of the Rise.
Sonic Boom Rising Thunder.
Star Online. Fantasy Star Online.
Oh, where's the Sonic fan that's going to get mad right now?
Yeah.
I love when people make videos complaining about Sonic fans because all it does is just make them mad and just become more Sonic fans. Like be more. You know what's bad when you got fans that are bigger than the actual YouTube channel, like Sega's YouTube channel. Like
Okay, I challenge you to a debate about Sonic.
Like Kobanemani, like 4 or 5, whatever. He's he's like bigger than Sonic. He's like more popular than Sonic. Kobanemani's more popular than Sonic.
Yeah, he is.
He's more popular and he makes more money than Sonic with his game.
I think Kobanemani should give I think Sega should sponsor should sponsor Kobanemani.
I think they should have. They don't. I mean, obviously he's not that he's done with Sega and Sonic, but like his fans drove him crazy.
I know.
His own fans drove him like crazy. Like his fans, the stuff that they would say to this man, like about like, and you can tell he was being driven crazy by his fans because of like how he basically left for a while a 1 million subscriber YouTube channel. Like he literally like quit. you know, for a bit because of his fans and like the stupid, crazy things that they would say to him. Of course, they're all Sonic Sega fans, you know. Like
I wouldn't blame him for that. Some people can go way too far.
and I blame him. That dude was making way too much money to quit that channel. I blame him, but I mean, he needs his sanity. He needed a break, so.
I think anyone deserves a break, but like, how long exactly did he leave for?
He left for a good few months. He was gone for a while, and then he made another channel. Then he made another channel.
I honestly think like a week or two would have been like sufficed, but you know,
if he needs more time, he was also having some some family issues too. So you know.
Oh, well, that is an understandable reason.
Yeah. He was having. I mean, and it's public information, so it's not like I mean, I don't know him, I don't talk to him.
Kevin,
so
I have seen the ARMS Direct. It's really awesome. It really gave me a much bigger. I really have a lot more respect for ARMS than I did back then. I mean, I thought it was cool, but after seeing what they offered, wow, they're really going all out with this one.
Okay, so I'm just gonna participate for a while we finish out this stream. Shout out to Jeremy Ego. Thank you for the subscription, homie. Welcome to the village. Also, Magic Ice 709. And let me go down the list here. I actually haven't shouted out quite a number of people. Okay, so let's see here. Between all the donations from all of you awesome people, Burrito, Natasha, and Aquamaster, thank you so much. We did have quite a number of quite a number of subscribers. New people to the village here. So Magic Ice 709, Jeremy Ego, Pyro Crystal. And I think that's it. Okay, so yeah, 3. Welcome to the village, homies. Thank you so much. Enjoy your stay. Get these people some headbands, and please, mingle with the community, all that good stuff. Here we do Nintendo content, and every now and then I might say something about Sony or Microsoft. But yeah.
Jay, you better start that hashtag Switchovania.
I will start it. Don't worry, I'll start it.
I'm sorry. I'm very passionate.
No, and you know what? I'm very passionate too. Like I remember I forgot what video it was. I made a video about Konami and like how we're kind of at fault for Castlevania being not here, and like people got really mad at me, you know. So and we kind of are at fault. Like there's the DS Castlevania games should have been like multi-million sellers. With that install base, like why weren't people buying those games? It's ridiculous, you know. Those were good Castlevania games.
Good question. I wonder why they didn't buy them.
It was just I don't know why people didn't buy them. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to ask. What is your favorite Castlevania game out of the series? Good question.
I'll probably have a video on this too. But as far as my favorite Castlevania game, I hate to sound like a standard PC type dude, but Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night is my favorite one. Oh my! I just dodged 3 green shells.
Castlevania 4. That one is just really, really cool.
Super Castlevania.
Mine is the 4th one.
Yeah, I like Super Castlevania as well. I also like Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. There, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. I think that's really good. I love the main character. And what else? And this one's probably going to be, you guys might hate me for this one, but I actually like Castlevania Lords of Shadow. I actually really like that game. I have all the achievements for it on the Xbox 360, so...
You like it?
Yeah, people really hate that. I remember one person, I had 4 or 5 people...
I also have a second question. Even though it may not make sense, would you be happy if Konami brought back Castlevania, but they did a remastered version of Castlevania 4?
A remastered version? Oh my god, that would be god tier, yes! Yes, what type of graphics are we talking about? Does it look like Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night? Is it like that type of...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be great. And you guys have heard me talk about Bloodstained. Whenever I talk about Bloodstained, I'm very passionate when I talk about Bloodstained, because I'm I really want this game. This is Castlevania, you know?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't be excited about that? And this is by the guy responsible for Koji Igarashi.
Yeah, and that's why I don't always look. And of course, I always say be careful being hyping up indie games, but I can't help but be hyped, have such high expectations for this game, I have really high expectations for this game. I hope, I'm hoping it doesn't disappoint. The gameplay looks like it's so solid though, so I don't...
Yeah, I agree. It looked very good from what I saw.
I played Go ahead.
Well, it's kind of understandable, to be hyped about, indie games that could possibly happen, because like back then, like on the Super Nintendo and stuff, those were like games, like they were like full games, like that's all you got. Like today, like games have gotten much bigger now. You know?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But you know, when you were a kid too, like replay value was a thing as well. You know, like people always like want to, you know.
Which is to say, like, it's not bad that it's like short and sweet is like good. You know, it's not like.
Well, you know, most games do they do an okay job with content. Sometimes the content is just weird, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like there's like not enough in there, and it's like disappointing with the content. Okay, looks like everyone left because of the time. Oh, they have to wait till they get back in because of the timing, like how many races that you can race, because there's a limit, 24 races. But I was correct. I was like, hey, 24 races is going to take about an hour and a half, and that was about the time that it takes for 24 races. So,
are you psychic?
Yeah, well, currently at this point it's like about an hour 33 minutes.
Yeah. So I was pretty right on. I finished with my 24 races 2 races ago, but I was thinking, I was like, you know, it'd probably take about an hour and a half for 24 races. So I was right on that. So I'll do a couple more. We'll finish this out, and this was a really awesome live stream. A lot of people came out. You guys were really cool. There was a lot of great questions and conversation. A lot of people came to the chat, so I'm really happy with it. And the donations were awesome. Thank you guys so much, Burrito. You're hilarious. I don't expect someone that's on the actual live stream like talking to so that's a first time for that. Oh my gosh.
I'm glad I could be that first one.
Yeah, that's the first time ever. But yeah, thank you.
Always a first time for everything.
Always a first time for everything. Who's still in the chat though? I can't see my Discord.
Let's see. We've got Quantum EL, Brian Christian, Kevin Jones, and Eric Dolbear, and what's this guy? I can't figure out what those 3 characters are. Are they Korean names or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rock EXE.
Oh, it's
I
Min?
know that's.
You're
Yeah.
the one- Oh, it's Korean. Oh, you're Min?
Oh.
Gosh. Mike, I'm really sorry I misunderstood you. The problem is I speak that much Korean, and I'm not very good at it at all.
I wouldn't expect you guys to be able to read my name. I mean, it's Korean, it's fine.
Either way, I'm very glad. Either way, I'm very glad that you made that clear.
Yeah.
It's awesome to talk with someone.
Yeah, dude, it's good to have you here though, because I think this is your first time, so I'm really happy that you decided to, you know, hop on. So I appreciate that.
No worries. I enjoy your channel.
Thank you.
Hey OJ,
What's up?
who's your favorite Nintendo character out of all the characters?
Sheik. Sheik. She's my favorite Nintendo character. Yeah.
Okay, who's your favorite Belmont out of the Castlevania series?
My favorite Belmont? Simon.
Yeah, I second Simon too.
Mine's
Also,
between
wait.
Simon and Richter.
Who? I really like Alucard though. Alucard is also one of my favorite as well. You know,
And I might be,
if we're gonna talk about, oh, go ahead.
and I might be in the minority here, but I actually liked the Castlevania games on the Nintendo 64. They were pretty rough, pretty unpolished.
Yes.
I still thought they were pretty good.
You're in the minority. I hate those games. I remember I got one of those. I rented it, and I was ready to bring a whip and take it to the Video City. I was ready to bring a whip and whip the person that's. Oh man, I hated those games.
That was an entire weekend wasted for me.
Oh, yeah.
I could only rent one game.
And when you're a kid, your weekends are like, oh man, you really want to dig into those weekends because school is school. So like when you rent something and you spend your money and you're like, man, like this is what I got for the weekend. It sucks.
Speaking of renting things, like, am I like the only one who misses like the blockbusters and the Hollywood?
No, you're not. I missed.
I have fond memories of renting my video games from a place called Palmer Video, but unfortunately, even that is gone too.
Yeah, I have fond memories too. I remember renting from Video City. Blockbuster had this really bad like policy, man. Like you had to return it by before noon. Like, and I remember I was just like, screw Blockbuster, because we had like a late fee, so I didn't go there. But Video City was the place that we had here. They're defunct now, but
nowadays we usually depend on stuff like GameFly and other things like that to get a rental.
I don't even rent anymore, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's not even GameFly. It's like on Amazon. Like believe it or not, you could actually rent movies on on Amazon.
Exactly, like you could like everything's like digital now,
Yeah,
and like
yeah, digital.
And in like Amazon, to be honest, like if you really wanted to, Amazon could be a rental video game service if you really wanted to. You can
Yeah.
you can get Prime, you can buy it, you can buy the game, you can play it, and you can send it back to them if you wanted to, and they'll refund your money every single time. So, I mean,
That's kind of why like those mom and pop stores got like obsolete.
oh yeah, they got bodied by Amazon, but Amazon's bodying everyone. Like Amazon, it's horrible though because like if you're a mom and pop store, you can't compete with that because Amazon has money back guarantee. If you want to keep the game, you can buy it. If you want to return it, you can return it and open the game. You know, so I mean, it's tough. You can't. Amazon's really hard to beat. Like nobody's really beating them. They're destroying everyone. You know,
Yeah.
all this.
Tragedy of internet stores. No, is this race going to be the last, or is there going to be a few more?
We've already finished, haven't we?
We've already finished. I'm just doing some races, just with whoever wants to still do races in the same one. But it doesn't count towards the eShop thing. This will probably be the last one, and then I'll announce the winner here, so we can see who the winner
that's
was. Yeah, this will be the last one.
Hopefully,
good,
when
though.
I get my Switch, hopefully when I get my Switch this June, I'll be able to join you guys on the contest. I
Definitely.
don't expect luck on these tournaments though, because I didn't exactly do great on any of the past Mario Kart tournaments, if you Remember.
Mario Kart is all about luck. Luck might be on your side.
Well,
Like,
What
we'll
I
have
really
to,
want.
I don't know. We'll have to see. It depends on who I choose.
Just depends on what
I really
item.
want to see Luigi's Mansion for the Switch.
That's been rumored. That's definitely been
It
rumored.
needs to happen. It's been rumored, but people are also saying that it might just stay on the 3DS, which I hate is.
I don't know because what we do know, here's some actual information. What we do know is that Next Level Games is working on the Nintendo Switch, so maybe
Next
that's their project.
Next Level Games, they're the ones who did Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we might.
Yeah,
And-
that'd be fantastic.
Who knows?
And
If
it
it
sold,
happens, that'd be fantastic.
and it sold so well that Miyamoto gave them personalized drawings, like hand drawn, drawings and autographed, because he was just so shocked at how well the game sold on 3DS. He didn't expect it, you know.
Yeah, Luigi meets
The game's fantastic,
Ghostbusters.
so-
Yeah, the game's great. I didn't expect it to but it's sold like six. I think they're at 6 million or something like that. They're in the 5 to 6 million range, which is
Amazing.
this is really good. That's a lot of money for that type of game.
I'll say.
Yeah. And I also really want to see Professor Layton with Switch as well.
Is there any? There hasn't been any movement on that one. We know Level 5 is making games for the Switch, but we haven't heard anything as far as Professor Layton for the Switch.
I mean, they're part of the list that's supporting the Switch, I believe.
yes, they are.
But they're working on what's the new one called? The daughter. What's her name? Mrs. Layton or something?
I guess we'll
I don't know, but
find out come E3. If not, then maybe Tokyo Game Show.
OJ?
Yeah, you know what? I just saw something and I'm looking at my screen. Was that you again? Oh God, Bruno! All right, so before we end this one, since we are ending here, Bruno has one more. He donated $5. Thank you so much, Bruno. I do appreciate it. That's $15 for the stream, man. That's a lot. Thank you so much. But last time I promised, LOL. What do you think of the possibility of Microsoft/Rareware selling the Banjo and Conquer license to Playtonic Games? Do you think that would ever happen? Hashtag Switchelvania, please. To answer your question truthfully, yes, I do think that at some point, if Playtonic can get big enough, maybe we'll see something to where Microsoft contracts them out. Maybe not. Maybe they don't sell the license, but maybe they contract them out to make a Banjo and Kazooie or a Conquer game. But so yes, I think that is a very high possibility that Rare, Playtonic, and Microsoft will work together to make a new Banjo or Conquer game. That could be an announcement. Who knows, at E3 or something like that. So yes,
That would be cool, actually.
yeah, that would be really
We'll have
really
to wait
cool.
and see what happens, I guess.
All right, so let's go over the results here. Let's see who won. So coming in at number 4 is the man, Sean Sweeney, with 226 points. Pretty good showing. Not bad at all. Coming in at number 3 was the GOAT with 237 points. So shout outs to the GOAT. I know he's watching and he was just racing the last one there. At number 2, we have Gandhi, back from the dead, and still hungry. At number 2 with 274 points. And just edging him out with 280 points, the Canadian raceman, Cheezer, with 280 points. Shout outs to Cheezer. Please, Cheezer, send me a message on Patreon. Let me know we just got to exchange some info, probably the best email for you, and I will email you over the $10 eShop gift card. So thank you so much for racing, man. You did great. I saw a lot of races. I couldn't catch him. So 280 points for the Cheezer, but we did, I came in at 5th. We had Mai from, I think that's Spain, if I'm not correct. I don't know my flags, but thank you so much for playing from Spain.
Major shout outs to the winner of this race, Tailed Cheezer.
Cheezer! Everyone give a round of applause for Cheezer. Go clap it up. Clap it up for Cheezer.
Clap.
Min at number 6. Min and Mai tied for number 6. Min is from is that the UK or is that British Columbia? I'm not sure which one is it.
Australia.
Oh God! You know what? I don't know my flags.
I don't even.
Australia. But is that the UK flag on there? Is that the UK flag, kinda too? Oh man, I feel dumb. Australia, men from Australia. Shout outs, man. Sorry about that. I'm a stupid American. Number 8 was Edward at number 8. At number 9, Og. So Og is also a moderator. So shout outs to you, man. At number 10, Daniel. Number 11, Senkani. At number 11,
I think it's Sakani. I think.
Is it Sakani? I thought it's so Sen. Is it Sen?
Really? I really don't
Senkani?
know. I was just guessing.
Senkani at number 11, Burrito at number 11 as well, and Rising Star at number 13. So shout outs to everyone. The first Ninja race here. Everyone did good. It was a lot of fun. And look out, we will be having. I'm happy to announce, and I will have another video. We will be having a mini Smash Brothers tournament as well for a $10 eShop card, in addition to a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe $10 eShop card tournament at the end of the month. The middle of the month, we'll have Smash Brothers, so right in the middle of E3, we'll have a Smash Brothers tournament, and then we'll also be having, but that will be signups, and that will be limited space. It just depends. It just depends on that one, but we will be having a Smash Brothers tournament, like a top 8 type of deal, and then we'll also have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe again next month. But I have to get a head count on the Smash Brothers, so maybe I'm making an announcement too early. Otherwise, we'll just have a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe if people don't want to do Smash. So anyway, yeah, thank you so much. Let me go down the list here in my Discord. So, Min, do you have a YouTube channel or anything that you want to kind of plug real quick or shout outs to?
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
I just have my friend code, which I already posted up above. If you want to add me, feel free.
Got it. Okay. And then we also have Burrito here. Burrito, I know you're starting up a channel. Any progress on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also have a Twitter. It's twitter.com/OGBuito.
Nice.
And my first video is going to come out really soon. Been working hard on it, and yeah.
Nice. Let me know, and of course, I'll retweet and let people know about that as well. We also have Sean. I know, Sean, you have a Twitter, but I don't know if you want people to know about that. Do you? Or
it's nothing that anyone would be interested. Don't worry.
Okay. What are you talking about?
I have like 30 followers and like 5 tweets.
Sean, what are you talking about? You have a lovely picture on your Twitter. I think a lot of people would be very interested.
Oh, thank you.
You look so professional. I just had to comment on your Twitter picture.
It was from a fraternity composite picture, and they did a lot of touch-ups, so I didn't look pale.
No, you look great in the picture.
Being of Irish descent, I'm definitely the most colorful person you can find.
Well, I mean, I'm not the lightest person out there, so my skin's kind of dark. So, hey, everyone is has their own things. Nobody's perfect, but that's okay. We're all here, right? So, and we also have John Turner. I know you're doing some stuff for E3, right? Aren't you, John? On your YouTube, maybe?
No, not really. I'm not
Okay.
planning to cover much of E3.
Okay.
I barely do anything on my YouTube channel at all. I do occasionally have some things, but I'm really not much of a content creator.
Got it. You also have Twitter too, which you still haven't changed the avatar to, by the way.
I know. I promise. I'm too slow at these things, but don't worry. I'll do
Okay.
it, I promise.
Got it. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just because I like when you tweet me. It's cool, and I appreciate your tweets, but I just don't like that blank avatar. It just makes me, I don't know, it triggers me for some reason with the blank avatar. I don't know why it does, but it does.
I know. I'm pretty lazy with that. I should get off my butt and really do something.
Got it. All right, well, you know what? Thanks to everyone who came out. I do appreciate that. This was definitely an awesome live stream, and we will be back for more. Friday, we'll be giving away the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Guardian Amiibo on Friday. So Sean had a really awesome suggestion about ping pong balls and doing a raffle like NBA style. So maybe I'll do that for the next one. But for this one, we're going to do it out of a 49ers hat. So so this one's going to be a little bit ghetto compared to what the NBA does. So yeah, look forward to that. And we'll also have probably Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Friday as well, just playing. So yeah, you guys can look forward to all that. There'll be posts on the Patreon page too. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys for the next one. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, good night. Yay.